Well, new details about the lengths that Hillary Clinton's staff has gone to in order to get favorable coverage from the press. The media website Gawker obtaining emails from 2009 through a Freedom of Information Action request. In them, a former politics editor for The Atlantic asked for a copy of a Clinton speech that she was set to deliver later that day. Now, Hillary's former longtime aide, Philippe Reines, responds with 3 conditions to the reporter. He says, first, quote, "You, in your own voice, need to describe them as muscular," unquote. Them being Clinton's words. Second demand, quote, "Note that the seating plan was certainly not a coincidence and meant to convey something," end quote. And the third demand, "You don't say that we were blackmailed," end quote. The editor made good on the request, writing an article following the instructions, and when reached by Gawker, he said the exchange is an incomplete record of what happened, adding, quote, "It made me uncomfortable then, and it makes me uncomfortable today." In the meantime, take a look at today's New York Daily News front page. Look at this, depicting Donald Trump in clown face. It comes with a sharp jab at those who support him. The headline reads, "Dawn of the Brain Dead." It adds, quote, "Clown comes back to life with New Hampshire win as mindless zombies turn out in droves." Okay, Melissa, I'm going to go to you first on this one. Not the first time the Daily News has had a really just ridiculous cover. They went after people praying after San Bernardino. I'm embarrassed to have worked for them as a columnist. Disgraceful and insulting the people who voted for him. Yeah. But this is a theme that we've seen. We get this all the time. If you say something positive about Trump, they call you stupid, and the Republicans have been doing it on the right for months.
I mean, this is really kind of takes it to a new low for me, because what they're doing is they're attacking the voters because they don't like the outcome. I mean, that's what's kind of amazing to me. I mean, it's not even going directly at policy or taking it on another level. They're calling the voters stupid for doing what they want because they don't like the outcome. To go back to that story about the Clintons blackmailing journalists, having been a journalist a long time myself, you know, he talks about, I love that the reporter owned it and admitted it and said he felt dirty about it. He talked about the transactional nature of journalism and falling into the trap. And this is important because people out there, when you read stuff, you have to understand there's a lot going on behind the scenes. He said in the fullness of time, any journalist who's confronted by the prospect and gets in a situation where it starts to feel transactional should listen to their gut and push away. Being scrupulous at all times will not help you get the scoops. That's why they do it. But it will help you sleep at night. He was honest. I respect that.
There are transactional exchanges, Harris. Right. We know this happens in the media. There are the quid pro quo, people who deal in media relations and people who deal in press and PR and political press. They trade stories. You do a positive one on this person and then do a negative one on this person.
Or just don't do anything if it's going to be negative or positive. You know, just stay away from it.
And I'll give you a scoop later.
Don't ask me this particular question. Yeah. And individually, journalists make up their own minds, and per their organizations, they're exposed sometimes. But you know, the greater danger in all of this to me is that they are vilifying the process of democracy in this country. Yep. And, you know, whether it's Donald Trump, well, who else would they do this to is my question, too. Right? Are we going to see more of this? Because I really think this opens the door for everybody they don't like. Are they going to do this to them? But it really vilifies the process that we all hope to be part of, and that's the democracy.
But they have been doing this specifically. I mean, you see Charles Cook, who's a writer for National Review, Tony, he tweeted out that I should give my job to somebody else. Also, I saw a tweet, it was a meme by Kevin Williamson of National Review, trying to make me seem stupid. There was a girl talking about biorhythms or something. So I've gotten my fair share as well from folks on the right and the left and in the media calling me stupid and Trump supporters stupid.
Because you support Trump?
Exactly. I should give up my job, according to men in the Republican Party.
And the elitist media is getting rejected soundly, both on the left and the right. Correct?
All right.
Well, look, I think some things belong on the editorial page. That's fine.
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean they belong on the front page.
Oh, great point. Sorry, Julie. We'll get you in the next block.